Just checking in to see how you're doing, to see how you're feeling. Are you drinking enough water? Are you hydrating like it's your job? Are you eating whole foods, all the colors of the rainbow? Are you choosing organic food? Are you asking your body what it needs to stay well and vital, to have the energy that you need to do during the day? Are you supplementing your food with the vitamins that help us at this time, like vitamin D3? Are you supplementing with vitamin C, a multi with the zinc and the copper, maybe magnesium? Are you supplementing with quercetin? Quercetin is the transporter that helps the zinc get into the cells. Are you doing these things? Are you keeping yourself well? Because, if we don't nurture our physical health and well-being, it makes it a lot more difficult to maintain mental, emotional well-being. Not to say that it's impossible, but it just makes it a little bit harder. It's a lot easier for us to maintain our mental, emotional strength when the physical body is strong and taken care of. When we take care of the physical body, we feel taken care of emotionally. And this is important because when things happen, which they do in our external world, whether it's globally or nationally or personally, the community level, then we don't want to lose our center. We want to not abandon ourselves for the chaos, because peace is here, right? I mean, we can just take a moment now to connect with the truth of it, right? So the ground is supporting you in just the right amount. There's plenty of air to breathe. There's food to eat if you need it. There are people to interact with, to get a hug from, to talk to if you need it. Right? It's all available to you. You have this incredible, unconditional, natural support right here, right now. And it doesn't leave you, actually, but if we don't maintain our resilience, then our minds easily leave that knowledge of that support. We create the conditions to bring in the chaos into our inner alchemy, into our inner terrain. So, yeah, my invitation is to check in to see, how are you doing? How are you doing? Are you maintaining that inner peace, that inner equanimity? Or has your mind been kidnapped by stories, by the human story? So the most important thing is to really be vigilant and mindful and aware of what it is that I am emoting or energetically broadcasting, contributing, putting out there into the world. Deep down, what we truly want is not for the external world to go the way we want. It's a naive wish anyway, but it's not even what we truly want. It's not even what we truly deep down want. What we truly deep down want is to be at peace no matter what. So really, we don't want the external world or the people playing their parts to go away. We actually don't want to disappear them, even though your mind convinces you that you do. You actually don't deep down want that, deep down what we want is to have, for those stressful feelings, those hurtful feelings, those feelings that create pain in the body, that grip our throat and contract the heart and knot the belly. What we want is for those to go away. That's what we truly want. So the questions that we can ask ourselves to help us get there is, what is it that I need to realize, to remember, to understand, in order to be at peace around this? The second question is how. Asking the Creator, asking God, asking your deep down wisdom, your inner wisdom, your intuition, asking your infinite wisdom, asking your God-given wisdom, how can I see peace? How can I be at peace instead of this? And that's our responsibility. That's what we can do in this moment. So I think when the external world gets so chaotic, it behooves us to just come home to the reality of right now, where there is this incredible unconditional loving abundant support. It doesn't, the support of that, the forces and love and the wisdom that contribute to your aliveness, that have you existing without your effort, without your permission even, is so much bigger than the personality mind that gets seduced by the stories that we can't know. I mean, even if we think we know, we don't and cannot know. We cannot know what is beyond us to know. It's So we've been given the part to play. This is the part I play, right? This is the part I play. So you take a breath, you look around and look to see what your stage looks like for the part that you play. And that's what you are responsible for. That's what you're accountable for. That's what you pay attention to and be wise about and benevolent about and loving towards and generous for. Cultivate humor. Humor is the medicine. And be vigilant to where the mind, the part of your mind that uses the external chaos to justify being right or to justify that feeling of separation, and instead seek to find a connection. For a lot of us, it is through understanding. You know, that's kind of where we can harness the personality mind to make a bridge, is through seeking to understand all the parts. That in a way, actually, we're asking to share God's mind, to show all of the perspectives. And that's more of a spiritual practice, if I had to say, but it's here and it's available to you. And it's a bridge certainly to peace. Because when we can see all sides, what happens is we inevitably come home to the realization of the innocence of those who are playing the part. And in previous conversations, we've talked about how some people volunteered to play pretty difficult parts. And the purpose of that part is so that we can have the experience. And even that part, as difficult, even as nefarious as it is, it's still actually an act of love. It's still love offering itself through this realm of the perceived this and that, up and down, left and right, hot and cold, through this realm of separate things, right? So the breath is one way to come home to connection if we're feeling really disconnected. We exhale what the trees breathe in, and we breathe in, we inhale what the trees and green things, algae, breathes out. We're inherently symbiotic, we're inherently connected. The exhale is the opportunity to release and let go of the past, to release and let go of those stressful feelings, the chaos. And as we bring our mind, our intent, to the exhale, to use the exhale as the function to release and let go, through that exhale, you create space, you make room for the inhale to fill that space, to fill that room. So we're exhaling the past to make room and to create space, to bring in and to breathe in the new of the present moment. Exhaling stress, chaos, fear, doubt, and worry, to inhale peace. So each breath is an act of God. You're being breathed, actually, because it's not like you're standing over your body telling your body to breathe. And so each breath is a reminder. Part of its spiritual function is to remind us of our inherent wholeness, that inherent interconnectedness, that there's something much greater contributing to our existence at this time. And so I hope this conversation just helps to bring your focus, bring your attention home here to what's actually happening, to harness your focus, your attention away from the stories, the imagination, to gain mastery over your own mind, because the archetypal energies use the human story, the archetypal energies of the mischief maker, the saboteur, the spellcaster, through our media, through the news. I wonder, I don't know if it's true, but I wonder if news stands for north, east, west, south. I don't know. I can't tell if I heard that somewhere or if it's an idea that came. But to that idea, it's like, okay, so they're newscasters, right? So they're casting. It's almost as though all of our directions have been hijacked through the newscasting, through the spell casting, through the news. So again, my invitation is to just be vigilant and to come home and take stock of that which you can know, that which you can only know through the stage that you're on and the part that you're playing, and the people that you interact with on your world stage. So I have more, but I think I'll leave it here. So drink your water, eat your good food, move your body, love your people, especially the people who have different ideas, who like telling different stories. So what? So what? Our hearts are the same. Our hearts are the same, and our deep down longing is the same, which is what we really deep down want, is for all beings to be happy and at peace and free. That's what we want. Okay, that's it. So play well.